Uh, Ideally remove all the cars in the inner city and to promote pedestrians to walk and bicycles. Yeah, that's it. And maybe greenery as well.
Yeah, what I'd like to see are places for community members to come together in open spaces with lots of nature, water and trees. And I guess in a way to develop residents that creates a sense of community feel rather than isolating people away from each other. Yeah.
New energy vehicle and autonomous vehicles will also can make the environment better and even bring convenient transportation to us.
It's important that there's a two-way communication and that the resident is able to provide as much change into the particular development as does the policymaker.
I think it would be good to walk around the city and feel safe in all areas and all aspects any time of the day. Another thing is easy accessibility for people of all ages. I think actually something is like make it pretty. Yeah, I think you want to be around places that are nice.
Everyone has a car. Why don't we make it more sociable and more recognizable that you can use a bike most often, you know? People use a car for short trips and we all know that short trips aren't good for a car, right? So why can't we make it more socially acceptable that you're riding a bike? It's sustainable, you know? You're saving a lot of money.
I feel like it makes me happy when I see nature and plants incorporated into not only the buildings but the surrounding area so that it's not so dull and lifeless.
In the future one day, when I'm alive, there would be a ping pong, not a ping pong, a table tennis there. And over at the pool there, a diving board and it was a bit deeper. And last but not least, it's a flying fox. In front of Australia Fair, there's one that's a small one, but I wanted that to be a bigger one, a longer, a taller one.
城市绿化好一些，种些花呀、草啊、树啊多种一些。再一个就是说有个健身房啊、公园啊、散步的地方。再一个就是商店呐、超市啊、公共交通的地方比较便捷一些哈。出门不用开车，我觉得是最好的。
I'm a kind of person who likes the calm places rather than the crowded one. So I think properly organized cities with green spaces. For the happier city, I think security is of utmost importance.
What would make me happy and healthy in the future would be blue skies and green land, beautiful trees with fruits, and no bad constructions.
Density of the city, you know. Just like the shops and public transport links and the cleanliness of places to walk. You know, if it will be better, the people will be more active. For example, you can walk instead of driving, and you can do some sports in your neighbors, just like.
I've always loved being close to nature, so whether it's near the sea or in the forest or just around animals, it's really important to be able to engage and be free to enjoy what's around you. And I think for cities particularly, they can be quite disengaged from nature.
If the city resembles a natural environment, parks, beaches, waterfall, I mean, make you happy because it's completely different environment.
I would like to see more green spaces and more accessible public transport for everybody, not just main routes and things like that, because for a lot of us it's still quite hard to get from one place to another, and the green spaces would help a lot with the higher temperatures and the weather that we're experiencing. So even just more trees on streets and things like that, because they do help.
It'd probably make me healthy and nice and happy to know that the environment around me is getting better and that we're not impacting it so it's getting worse.
Do you use the diving boards down at the pool, at the aquatic centre?
Yes, I do that one.